we are very eager to work with the central government on the different programs that directly affect the people of Buganda. As Your Excellency may be aware, the Kingdom of Buganda is very cosmopolitan. Everybody from Uganda is here. So when services are extended to the people in Buganda, every other Ugandan is a beneficiary. For example, in the area of health, we already work with the government to fight HIV. There is a presidential initiative in the fight against HIV, and we work very closely with the Uganda AIDS Commission. We work with the Ministry of Health in campaigns against malaria, against malnutrition, public hygiene, so many of them. And we should strengthen them. In the area of education, as you know, the Kabaka has education institutions and a very robust education program within the kingdom. And we are very grateful to His Excellency the President that he granted us a charter the other year. And to Mutesa, the first Royal University. And before then, he donated a bus. And the President also promised actually to build us a library. And that commitment is yet to be effectuated. But we're looking upon its effectuation soon. So we can collaborate in many areas. I remember during the Mushega Commission on Education, they came here and we gave our views on the education curriculum for the country. We have the view that what is taught in schools should include history of the different regions of Uganda. It's very, very important that somebody from Lango knows about there is, Nyapiri and people, they should know about it. The kings in Buganda are not myth. They existed. They should know about them. And in other areas, we also gave the view that local languages should be taught. Here in Buganda, Luganda, in the West, Runyachitara, Luo. It is very important because most people think their original thoughts are in their local languages. And it's very important for them to think critically when they understand the indigenous languages. We also advocated for the teaching of agriculture and animal husbandry because 70% of Ugandans are involved in the agrarian economy. And we also advocated for the teaching of ICT up to all levels. Those subjects should be up to all levels. So we can collaborate there. We can collaborate in agriculture. I'm sure everybody knows how deeply we are involved in agriculture. Honorable Kasoro has acres of coffee. And I'm very happy that he took up that initiative. I mean, when the leaders get involved in an exercise undertaken by the ordinary people, it is some kind of inspiration. And we could also collaborate in areas of financial inclusion and literacy. The SACCOs are very rampant in the kingdom. CBO's PEOSA SACCOs are the strongest probably in the country. And this helps our people with financial inclusion and literacy. We can collaborate there. And last Saturday, during the presidential address, he talked about protecting the environment. We already have a collaboration with the Ministry of Water and Environment in areas of protecting the environment. We are also collaborating with NEMA. It's extremely important to preserve the resources and beauty of this country when we protect the environment jealously. And we look forward to working with government in these areas, among others, to ensure that the people, especially the ordinary people, benefit. As Your Excellency may be aware, Ssaabasajja Kabaka has an all-round reach within the kingdom, right from the villages. The chiefs, the Batongole, Abemiruka, Abamagombola, Abamasaza, and including us. So when government comes up with a program, let's say in agriculture or environment, and we collaborate and we want this message to trickle down to the last man in the village, we can effectively do that. The special envoy mentioned the capacity of the Kabaka to mobilize the people. As Your Excellency may be aware, the Kabaka has mobilized the people very effectively in the area of fighting HIV. I think he has mobilized the entire country, actually. So that capacity can be applied to these different areas for the good, not only of the kingdom, but of the country. The President, in his first inaugural address for this term, pledged to fight corruption. He has repeated this many times. I'm sure he has addressed you on this issue. Even when you went to Changkwanzi, he brought it up. The country is bleeding because of corruption. Government programs are disabled by the corrupt. And because of corruption, you get incompetent people in positions where they shouldn't be. They cannot effectively supervise the work under their jurisdiction. And Uganda loses billions of shillings, and that retards progress when we get shoddy work or when people steal public funds. Here in Buganda, my colleagues and I are very, very tough on matters of transparency. Here in the kingdom, if we catch you stealing a pen, your hand is going to be broken. We punish the people who do not abide by the regulations that are in place for good governance and effective administration, especially the corrupt. And you deal with corruption when you start with the big people who are stealing our resources. That's what the country needs to see. Catch them, punish them, make them repay what they've stolen. The small people will not do it.